Here are the objectives for our class today. After completing this chapter, you will be able to describe the unintegrated sales process of the fictitious Fittersnacker company. So we will talk about a fictitious company. It means it's a real company, but in a fake name. Yeah, it's a real company actually. Yeah, but the name just fake. Yeah, fictitious. And then explain why unintegrated marketing and sales information system lead to company-wide inefficiency, higher costs, lost profit, and customer dissatisfaction. Since this Fittersnacker company, this fictitious company didn't have an integrated information system, then we will see the problem that they uh, was facing. Discuss sales and distribution in the SAP ERP system. Yeah, we will see about sales and marketing in SAP in a screenshot. Yeah, and then explain how integrated data sharing increases company-wide efficiency. Describe how SAP process standard sales order, and then describe the benefit of CRM, customer relationship management software. Okay, for the introduction here, start from marketing and sales. Marketing and sales in company will be responsible for selling company's product. Yeah, what is producing by the company should be able to be sold by marketing and sales. They have to be able to find a customer, yeah, the correct customer to sell the product. And also marketing guides the company to make key strategies. They are marketing will be able to define what product should we produce. How marketing knows about this, how they can recognize about this, yeah, they should have a survey. Yeah, marketing should do some survey to know about what is the popular product today. Then they can give such an suggestion or advice to the company to create that specific product. How much of each product should we produce? Even we create, yeah, even the company produce a high technology, but for the price it should be based on the standard price, yeah, standard price that market can adopt. Don't let you create a high and high technology product and no one can buy because the price is so expensive. In this case, the marketing can give a suggestion or advice to the company regarding to the how much the price of the product that they will sell. And then how can we best promote and advertise our product? Yeah. What tools, what media that we can use, yeah, to promote the product. Maybe if we look back at 10 or 20 years ago, maybe televisions or newspaper is still suitable. Yeah. But for today, of course, social media, yeah. Media is really promising to promote the product today. Yeah. We can ask for influencer to endorse our product, etc. Yeah. So marketing here, uh, they can give such a suggestion to the company to choose the media for promotions. And then how should we distribute our product for maximum customer satisfaction? How to get the maximum satisfaction for our customer? And then what price should we charge for our products? This is related to cost of goods sold, ya, harga pokok, ya. Okay, because from that cost of goods sold, we can predict, we can calculate about the profit or margin that we want to get. That's our some introduction regarding to marketing and sales. Any questions so far? So far so good ya, Diko ya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Day-to-day basis, marketing and sales is involved in this following business process. They involve in generating key transaction date, yeah, recording sales, creating customer invoices, and allocating credit to customer. Credit to customer means if you want to sell our product to a business, yeah, business to business, a big. We will give them like a term to complete the payment, like 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. Yeah. Since we give them like a term, then the company also give each customer what it called a credit limit. Yeah. If they achieve the maximum limit of the credit, then the company will hold deliver product to that specific customer until they complete their payment. Now let's see the Fitter Snacker company here. It's a fake company. It's a real company, but the name just fake. Yeah, it's a fictitious company that makes healthy snack bars, and it manufactures and sells two type of snack bars. Yeah, the product is they have two products. Yeah, it has two products that they are snack bars A and snack bars B. Yeah, product A and product B. Each bar contains a mixture of ingredients like dry-based mixtures and then wet-based mixtures and also vitamins and minerals. Each bar contains additional unique ingredients like in product A, it consists of carob and chips and raisins, and in product B consists of hazelnut and dates. And it doesn't have an integrated information system. Yeah, this company didn't have integrated information system. Manufactures and sells two type of snack bars for different purpose. Yeah, for example, product A, yeah, it's for advanced energy, and product B is for body building proteins. Has organized its sales force into two groups divisions. So this company has two divisions. First division is wholesale division, which is sells to intermediaries that distribute to bars to small shop, vending machine operators, and health food stores. It seems like it from small to medium. Yeah. The second division is direct sales division. Yeah. It will handle a large consumer. Yeah. Large consumer like large grocery stores, sporting goods stores, and large chain stores. Two different division, but they sell the same product in a different volume, in a different customer. Yeah. The two sales differ in terms of quantities of orders, yeah, like volume. Direct sales division, DSD, offer discount to encourage larger sales order, which is more efficient to process. Yeah. So the direct sales, which is sales to large customer, it give a discount. Yeah, it give discount to attract the customer. But for wholesale division, charge customer a lower fixed price. Yeah, they give them a lower fixed price as orders are usually large. And then each of those orders generate costs related to paperwork, shipping, and handling of the order. Thus, an order of 500 cases of snack bars incurs the same, yeah, the same handling cost as an order of 10 cases. Yeah, the same handling cost. Yeah, so no matter 500 cases or 10 cases, yeah, shipping, handling, and any cost just the same. However, the large order generate $5,000 in profit, but the small order only gets $100. Yeah, even the cost same, but the profit is different. Yeah, the profit is different. Of course, yeah, depend on the volume of the product that they sell. Both divisions send the customer invoices requesting the total balance within 30 days. This is the term. Yeah, the term of complete payment is 30 days or 1 month. But if they can complete payment within 10 days before, then they will get 2% discount. That's the term. If they can complete the payment in 10 days earlier, yeah, then they will get 2% discount. Besides selling snack bars under the Vita-Snacker brand name, it also packages the bars in store brand wrappers for some chain stores, another business line. Here are the problems that they facing. Many of Vita-Snacker sales order have problems. So when we talk about sales orders, do you understand about sales order? What do you think about sales order? What sales order consists of? Anyone can answer, please? Gusti Weda, what do you think about sales order?
I think sales order is consists of the order of what are we selling, sir. It's a opposite kebalikan dari purchase order. If purchase order, the order that we want to buy something from other company, but in sales order, we want to sell something to other.
Very good, Gusti Weda, yeah, 100% correct. Exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
you, yes.
That's good. Sales order, just like purchase order in vice versa. Yeah, if we issue purchase order, then our vendor will issue sales order. So in this case, we talk about sales order because we talk in marketing view, marketing side. So sales order document will consist of a list of the product that we sell. Yeah, the name of the product, the quantity of the product, and also the price of the product. And also sales order consists of information regarding to our customer. Customer name, customer code, customer address, text number, phone number, contact person, email, etc. Anything put in sales order documents. Yeah. So here they have some problem regarding to their sales order, such as incorrect pricing. Yeah, incorrect pricing because they don't have integrated information system. Yeah. And then excessive calls to the customer for information, since each of salesperson on this company, they don't coordinate, then it can be lead to give a call to same customer. Yeah, so the same customer will receive many calls from different salesperson. That's the problem. Yeah, the same customer, yeah, will get many calls from different salesperson, excessive calls, and then delays in processing the orders. Okay, what do you think about this? Why it become delay in processing the orders? We have discussed about this in purchasing. Yeah, same case actually. Diko, how come it delays?
Maybe it's because of some problems, or specific problem like I don't know exactly sih, but apa ya?
What about Irshad?
Yeah, sir. Maybe because it's not coordinated between the division from the inventory and the distribution, the sales. It can just get delayed in the process of that. So because they're not synced together.
Very good answer, Irshad. 100% correct. Wow,
Yes.
I love to be in this class today. Yeah, you are good. Very good. Yeah, the answer is just like in purchasing process. Yeah, so in here the sellers need to contact the warehouse, asking about the inventory level, asking about the availability of the stock of the product. Yeah, and then need confirmations. Confirmation needs some delay. It takes time. Yeah, and also miss delivery dates. Yeah, if we let's say in this case, we put delivery date is 10 of November, and the reality, our customer received in 15 November. Yeah, missed delivery dates. How comes? Because of this, the reason of these problems, because this company has 3 separate information system. They are sales order system, warehouse system, and accounting system. 3 different system which is run independently, not integrate, yeah, not using single database, but each of these system use their own database. It doesn't have an integrated information system. Yeah, information is shared either electronically, yeah, periodic file transfer, or manually by paper printout, exchange by hand, and it may create data entry errors, just like human error regarding to the handwritten. Yeah, it's difficult to read. Yeah, handwritten. Yeah, some of the cells maybe have a good handwritten, but some others bad. Yeah, just like me. Yeah, my handwritten is not really good. Yeah, but it's much better from my wife. Yeah. Ceker ayam ya, tulisan ceker ayam. Plus not all information stored in 3 system, yeah, available in real time, because those 3 system they have a delay in updating their data. That's why it's not real time. Just like when, for example, when the customer just complete the payment, yeah, accounting information system will update it on their own system, but maybe they will need 1 day or 2 days to inform to other division, yeah, like to marketing or to warehouse. Delay, yeah, that's the problem. Each sales division has 4 salesperson on the road and 2 clerk at the office. So there are 4 person on the road, ya, di lapangan, and 2 in the office. Salesperson work on commission. They pay based on commissions. They will get paid. Yeah, they will get paid based on commission. And they have rights, allowance to over discount to the customer. Yeah, the series of sales process here: sales, warehouse, accounting, receiving. In sales, the activity is generate the price quotation and also creating sales order. And in warehouse, the activity is picking the material, the product. After picking the material and then packing and then ship or deliver. And then in accounting, we'll process the invoice and get the payment from the customer. But in this area, receiving, yeah, what activity that they do? Receiving.
In case the product is bad or not nggak sesuai ekspektasi sama customernya, terus dibalikin sama customernya balik ke mereka.
Very good answer, Tisha Nazwa. 100% correct, ya. Return. In Indonesia, we know it as retur, ya. Yeah, so if our customer just received the product like defect, reject, yeah, not good, then they will return it back to the company. And in this case, the receiving department will receive the return. Okay. In this case, how many departments involved from the pictures? 3 or 4?
4, sir. Oh, 3, sir.
1, 2,
4, sir.
4, yeah. The
4,
sales, warehouse, accounting, and receiving. Yeah. Now let's see sales quotation and order. Yeah, sales quotation and order. Giving a customer a price quotation and then taking the customer's order should be straightforward. It's a normal process, should be, but not in this company. In this company, yeah, how it runs, new sales make a call. Yeah, salesperson telephones the customer or visit the customer. After they visit or call the customer, and then give what's that information regarding to the product, and finally the customer agree to buy. And after that, at the end of that call, salesperson will prepare a handwritten quotation on a form. Handwritten quotation, kwitansi manual, ya, that will generate 2 copies. Ya, original sheet goes to the customer. Yang asli kasihin ke customer, ya. A middle copy, it is faxed and mailed to the office. The copy will be mailed to the office, and the salesperson will keep the bottom copy for his record. And there's also a number for customer to call to place an order. Yeah, some customers will call to the office to place the order. Yeah, that's the reality. Ya, kenyataannya seperti itu. And the problem here, the salesperson might make an error in sales quotation since it's done manually, handwritten. Maybe the salesperson here give the incorrect discount, incorrect price, etc. That's the first problem happen. The second problem here is, yeah, when salesperson fax a copy to the office, yeah, before the staff in the office receive the fax, then customer will make a call. Yeah, customer will make a call to the office for order, make an order. And after, yeah, the staff in the office receive the fax email, he will get the same order actually. But in the end, the office, the company will create a duplicate order. Yeah, duplicate order. Do you get my point? Yeah, so when the customer call to the office, and then the staff at the office, yeah, don't receive yet regarding to the fax. So in this case, the staff will thinks that this is a new customer, a different customer or different order, and then he will put a record. Yeah, he will record the orders, and after that, yeah, he will receive fax email, and he thinks he read that fax email, he will think that this is another order, and he will put it there. Yeah, duplicate order. That's a problem. Do you understand regarding to my explanations? Understood, yeah? Thank you. Previous class, I need to repeat this explanation 2 or 3 times, but for this class, just once. Thank you very much. Okay, fax might be unreadable as this is handwritten. Yeah, it can be unreadable. It's another problem. Determining the delivery date. How to determine the delivery date? In this case, the way they decide or define the delivery date is sales clerk. Yeah, sales clerk is salesperson in the office. Yeah, will contact the warehouse supervisor, and then warehouse supervisor might just estimate. Yeah, give the estimation of the delivery date because it's too busy. Yeah, in the warehouse it's too busy. Yeah, so maybe in this case the warehouse supervisor will just estimate the delivery date with 1 week or 2 weeks, something like that. Estimation. Yeah, that's a problem, and this problem, this situation will lead to missing delivery date. Yeah, it can be delayed from the agreement. Checking customers' credit status, another problem, because it's unable to check credit as information will be updated on weekly basis. Yeah, for example, yeah, when the customer complete the payment and the accounting update to their system, they will take time to update it to another system. For example, it has a delay until 1 week. So after 1 week, the customer complete the payment. In this case, the accounting will inform the sales 1 week. It means that within 1 week, the sales staff doesn't know if this customer just pay or not. Yeah, he just know that this customer don't pay yet. So when the sales office, sales staff check the credit limit, yeah, for example, the credit limit is over, then the marketing will hold about the delivery of the product, because he just know that this specific customer don't pay yet. But the reality is he complete payment but 1 week ago. It's just about coordination internally. Yeah, just because accounting staff don't inform immediately to marketing. Yeah, that's a problem. So it's difficult for the sales and marketing staff to to check about the credit status of the customer. Yeah, is the credit status is available or not available? Entering customer's order into the current order entry system. For this process, it involves 4 important tasks. Stores customers' order data, yeah, which is it will be used later to analyze the sales performance, and then print out packing list and shipping labels for the warehouse to use to pick, pack, and ship the customer's order. Produce the data file for all transactions for accounting department to use for preparing the invoices. And then data is copied to an USB key each evening for uploading into company's PC-based accounting system. Okay, that's a problem happens in the sales quotation process. Next, let's see another process in this company, order filling. Pemenuhan order, ya. It's a mess, yeah, in this company, yeah. Why? Packing list and shipping labels. Packing list and shipping labels mean the label that they prepare to be put on the product. Just like what is that label that is attached to the product, yeah? Labeling, something like that, yeah. It is printed twice a day, and it hand carried to the warehouse, and it will be sorted or classified into small order and large orders from the warehouse. So to the finished good warehouse, yeah. On the finished good warehouse, they should classify it into small order and large orders. Production department produces and wraps the snack bars and pack into a box of 24. In the warehouse, yeah, it classified into small and large packing area. Yeah, and also this company use computer database program to manage inventory level in the warehouse. Yeah, their own system, not connected to other divisions. Become sleepy. Yeah, I'm in campus right now. Yeah. Yeah, no one of students wants to come to campus anymore. Yeah. So our class fully conducted online. Yeah. So maybe you need to think for the next semester. Yeah, if you want to choose whether hybrid or offline or online, yeah, maybe you need to contact to your friends. Yeah, maybe you need to collect opinion from other friends, for just like your senior do. Ya, biar agak kompakan dikit gitu. But I don't know, maybe next semester will be done offline, yeah, fully offline. I don't know, maybe. Let's see, yeah. Maybe Gusti Weda still in Bali?
Yes, sir.
Still in Bali, ya. Dan you miss Cikarang?
I want to go to Cikarang, but I afraid that when I already choose offline, the learning system will be held in the dorm, sir, not in offline in the campus. Just like last semester.
Oh, just like last semester, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's why you choose online, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you just feel comfortable learning from home, yeah.
Comfortable and not, sir. Sebenarnya, because I want to meet my friend directly and also meet the lecturer directly. So if have any question or any problem, I can directly ask to the lecturer.
Yes, socialization, yeah.
Yes, sir.
You need to socialize.
Yes.
Anyway, for you who live near the campus, I have an upcoming event on 13th of November. Yeah. Can you please raise hand who live near the campus in Cikarang? I mean not near the campus, yeah. Who live in Cikarang or Bekasi, around Cikarang? I think so many, yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, I think some students just live Cikarang or around Cikarang. I have an event, 13th of November, where I will invite speaker from bineka.com. Do you know bineka.com? Bineka, tahu kan? Bineka.com, ya. Yeah. That is a workshop actually. I will invite 10 of UKM, ya, usaha kecil menengah, from Cikarang, and then I will as a speaker that is from bineka.com, and then we will conduct the workshop in our campus, Presiden University, in 4th floor, and then in this case I will ask your participation to join me. Yeah, I will give you the link of the group, WhatsApp group, to join. Until now we have 12 students, 12 participants, and I still need 8 more. I will need until 20 students to join, yeah. And then copy link. So here is a link you can see on the chat box. You can join the link on 13th of November, and you can put that activity to your curriculum vitae later on your CV, yeah. Participate in workshop conducted by Presiden University and bineka.com. Yeah, let me know if you want to join. Okay, now let's continue to the topics. We talk about fill order filling, yeah. Company will keep inventory levels fairly low, and inventory level change rapidly during the day. Yeah. What makes inventory level changing rapidly? Inventory level means the availability of our product, yeah, availability of the stock in the warehouse. Yeah, inventory level rapidly changing because of we ship the products every day. Yeah, that's why when we deliver the product, then we need additional product, and we need the production department to create more to update the inventory levels. No. Picker might go to shelf to pick an order and discover that there are not enough. Yeah, in this case, the picker, the one who will deliver the product, he goes to the warehouse and then check the product, and he found that the product is not enough, runs out, so he cannot deliver the product. Yeah, to determine what to do in this situation, order picker might have conversation with warehouse supervisor first. Yeah, he will ask the warehouse supervisor or warehouse staff regarding to the availability of the stock. For example, like I want to deliver this product A, 100 quantity. Do you have 100 on your warehouse? Oh, wait a minute, let me check it. And then the warehouse staff will check, and then after that, it will confirm about, okay, the stock is available. Yeah, you can pick it now. Something like that, yeah. The conversation or coordination done manually. And it takes time. Now let's continue to accounting and invoicing process. Invoicing the customer is problematic. Sales clerk is sales staff, yeah, send the accounting department sales order data for customer invoices. You know, yeah, you already know about sales order document, yeah. Sales order that is created by sales staff, yeah, will be delivered to accounting. Accounting department loads the data into PC-based accounting program. So all of the sales order will be uploaded into accounting system. After that, clerk, the accounting staff, will manually make adjustment for partial shipments and any other changes. Anyone can explain me this point? What does it mean with this point? Why accounting staff or clerk should adjust manually for partial shipments? Who can explain, please? Anyone want to explain? Some workers just working out there. Jiggy, yeah? Yeah, clerks manually adjust because at the beginning, when the marketing staff create the sales order, yeah, for example, the customer order product A 100. At the end, before the marketing deliver, the product, the stock is not 100. The stock is only 70. So he will only send for 70. And then the customer will receive for 70. So in this case, the accounting, if they want to make an invoice, they should adjust manually, yeah. If they don't, they will create invoice for 100. But the reality is the invoice only 70. Even in the sales order, it 100. But the reality, it's only 70. Yeah, regarding to the actual delivery. Sometimes order corrections are delayed and don't catch up to the invoicing process. Sometimes it's delayed. Yeah. So the accounting staff will keep creating invoice for 100. And when the customer receives that invoice, he will be made angry. Yeah. What should I pay for 100? I only received for 70. Yeah, he will be made. Yeah, and tell the company. Yeah. And then the accounting need to revise the invoice. Yeah, until they receive the correct one, and then they will pay after that. And all of this process will make a delay, in efficiency. Next is payment and returns. Problem with procedure for processing payment. If any errors have occurred in the sales process, customer will receive an incorrect invoice. Yeah, just like our explanation before. Many customers don't return a copy of the invoice with their payment. Yeah, many customers don't return a copy of the invoice. They just keep by themselves. In return process, what happened here is many customers do not call for the RMA, return material authorization number, or fail to include it with their return material. So the procedure should be, the normal procedure should be, when the customer wants to return the product, it should follow with the RMA number attached to the product. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. What for? To make it easier for accounting to trace, yeah, what product that is returned back. Yeah. And then since the customer don't put RMA number, yeah, then it will be difficult for accounting department to credit the appropriate account. Poor penmanship on the return material sheet can create problems for accounting. So when the receiving staff just receive the product, so receiving staff not give some note or record it, something like that. Yeah, just put it there, something like that. So the accounting will be difficult for accounting to trace the product that is returned to the company, returned back to the company. If a customer's account has not been properly credited, customer may receive a dunning letter in error. Yeah, let's say the customer should receive 100, but when he received 100, all of this item just reject, and the customer return all 100. If accounting doesn't know about this, accounting will keep send the invoice to the customer, but the reality is it's a dunning letter. Ya, dunning itu apa? Surat yang keliru ya, yang salah. Okay, after we see the problem happen in Vitersnacker, any questions regarding to the problems that happen in Vitersnacker before you continue to talk about sales and distribution in ERP? Do you have a good understanding? Or
Sir?
Yes, Reva?
So basically the problem is from confirmation, ya, sir. They need manual confirmation. Okay.
Yes, Reva, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Since they need to coordinate, to confirm, do conversation first, make a call, yeah, from one division to another, it makes a delay. And if you confirm from one division to another division, actually you don't have an evidence, yeah, no documents, yeah, just by conversation, yeah, just like when they want to decide about the delivery date, yeah, just give 1 week to go, something like that, yeah, by conversation, no evidence. That's a problem, yeah. Confirmations manually, yeah, just like what Reva asked, yeah. Okay, now let's see the sales and distribution in ERP. ERP system can minimize data entry errors and provide accurate information in real time to all users. It can track all transactions such as invoice, packing lists, RMA numbers, and payments, and involved in the sales order. SAP sales and distribution modules treat the sales order process as a cycle of events. They have a numbers of features, yeah, like pre-sales activities, sales order processing, inventory sourcing, delivery, billing, and payment. So this is a sequential step, yeah, sequential step in order, ya, dalam urutannya, ya. First, they need to complete the pre-sales activities, sales order processing, etc. Now let's see one by one. So this is the activities in ERP, focus on SAP, ya. In pre-sales activities, customers can get pricing information about the company's product. They can get from 2 ways. First, from inquiry. The second one from price quotation. Yeah, if it from inquiry, it's just an information. It's not what is it, mengikat in English? Bounded, tidak mengikat. Tie. It's not tie. Yeah, just like that, ya. Inquiry tidak mengikat, price quotation mengikat. Yeah. When they input it in inquiry, when they input it in price quotation, information will be put it there, will be kept there, akan tersimpan di sana informations ya. Yeah. So pricing informations ya. And then marketing activities such as tracking customer contacts, including sales calls, visit, and mailings. Yeah. Any marketing activities will be recorded in these pre-sales activities. Company can maintain data about customers and generate mailing lists based on specific customer characteristic. You can make a group of customers regarding to the order, regarding to the locations, etc. That is pre-sale activities. The next activities, ya, you just able to imagine ya, kalian hanya bisa membayangkan saja ya. The next process after pre-sales is sales order processing. Ya, creating sales order. In purchasing, it should be purchase order ya, who is created by purchasing staff. In this case, sales order is created by sales staff. Sales order processing is a series of activities that must take place to record a sales order, which consists of information of the customer, information regarding to the delivery date, the products, the quantity, the price, etc. The sales order, it can start from quotation or inquiry that is generated before in the pre-sales step. Yeah, so sales order here can be generated from the previous activity. Just like in purchasing process before, when we talk about purchase order, yeah, what is the activity before purchase order? Anyone still remember? What triggered purchase order?
Request, sir.
Yes.
RFQ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Purchase requisition first. Purchase requisition, RFQ, and then purchase order. In this case, we can say that purchase order is generated from RFQ and purchase request. Just like sales order can be generated from inquiry or sales quotation. Sama aja ya. Activity just is similar, not same, similar. The activity, the process similar from purchase order and sales order. Information collected from the customer to support the quotation is immediately included in sales order. Any information from customer regarding to the delivery date, delivery address, and then the contact person, etc. Critical steps in sales order processing are recording the items to be purchased, what items that we want to sell, the product, and then determining the selling price, how much price of each product, and then the quantities, how many quantities. User can define various pricing alternative in SAP actually, in ERP. Means that for the same product, it can have a different price. Yeah, same product, it can have many prices. Yeah, many prices for different customer. And SAP can handle these things. Yeah, to reduce what problem before in FitterSnacker, because in FitterSnacker they face with incorrect pricing, incorrect pricing. But in this case, when we want to implement ERP, in ERP it can handle such a thing. One product can have a different prices for different customer. SAP ERP system checks the account receivable tables in database to confirm the customer available credit. Yeah, so once sales order complete, then the account receivable table will be updated. So accounting immediately, real time. They will see, they will understand, they know, Sorry, not accounting, but sales, Sales. So when accounting complete the payment, then it will immediately update the data to the all data, entire data. So the sales and marketing staff here, they can get the informations immediately. Yeah, account receivable is piutang, ya, piutang. If customer has sufficient credit available, then order is complete. But if it doesn't, SAP system will prompt to take one of possible actions. Yeah, many actions that they can do. Next is inventory sourcing. ATP check, yeah, available to promise check. What is that? SAP system checks companies' inventory records and production planning record to see whether requested material is available or requested material can be delivered on the date that the customer desires. So from these features available to promise, yeah, the sales can see about the availability of the material. And it also includes expected shipping time. System can recommend an increase in planned production if a shortfall is expected. Yeah, if many demand, if the demand is high, then the system can give such advice to create more product. Okay, any questions? What's it? It's Dodol. It's already expired or no? Yeah, it's already 2 weeks in my table. Yeah, it's only 2 weeks. Oh, what do you mean? I have a call. Halo.
Halo, Assalamualaikum. Halo.
Okay, now let's see the delivery process. Delivery means releasing the document that the warehouse used to pick, pack, and ship orders. Picking material, mengambil barang, packing, mempersiapkan, and then shipping, pengiriman. Delivery process allows deliveries to be created so that the warehouse and shipping activities are carried out efficiently. Once the system has created documents for picking, packing, and shipping, documents are transferred to materials management modules. Automatically. Billing, now billing. SAP system creates an invoice by copying sales order data into the invoice document. And then accounting can print this document and mail it, fax, or transmit it electronically to the customer. Accounting records are updated at this point. Payment, when the customer sends in a payment, it is automatically processed by SAP system. What happens in the system is debit cash and credit reduce the customer's account. Timely recording of this transaction has an effect on the timelines and accuracy of any subsequent credit checks for the customer. Okay, now let's see the screenshot of SAP. Here is a screenshot of sales order form. Sales order here. We can check the order entry screen. This column is sold to party. What does it mean with sold to party is the customer identification number is entered. So customer number should be put in here, and then this one is PO number is the number assigned by the customer to the sales order. Why this number assigned by the customer, not by the company? Anyone knows? This number is assigned by the customer. Even though this application is in the company, the vendors. Aplikasi ini kan dibuatnya di sisi perusahaan yang mau jual. Why this PO number is assigned by the customer? Ada yang tahu alasannya kenapa? Anyone knows the reason? Why this PO number not generated by system? Why this PO number is not automatically generated by this SAP? Why it should wait for customer to assign manually?
Is it because they are the one that yang membeli, sir, dari perusahaan? Bukan karena itu ya?
Yes. I think I asked the reason why. Why PO number in this field should be assigned manually by the customer?
I think it's to adjust it with the purchase order number that the customer already has. I mean is that the company that want to buy something from other company have a purchase order. So the customer will the purchase order by itself to menyesuaikan dengan purchase order yang ada di company mereka.
Very good, Gusti ya. Correct explanation ya. I will repeat your explanations ya. Why it should be done manually? Because purchase order number is owned by the customer. Yeah, it's owned by the customer application information system. Just like we have Gusti and Tisa here. Gusti want to sell handphone to Tisa. Means Gusti will create a sales order for Tisa, right? Another thing is Tisa will create a purchase order to Gusti. So Gusti, since Gusti create a sales order, just like this, so in Gusti sales order document, it has one column named PO number. And of course, Gusti doesn't know PO number because PO number is generated by Tisa. So Tisa will put her PO number on Gusti sales order. So Tisa will inform to Gusti, this is my PO number. Ya, just for a record. Ini hanya untuk catatan saja. Ya. So you know the reason ya. Why PO number should be assigned manually by customer, not automatically by system, because it on different system ya. It's on a different company ya. Gusti company and Tisa company is different. Ya, their company has a different system. Next is request delivery date. Request delivery date here, you see, is the date when the customer would like to receive the order. And then the last one here is material and order quantity, what the customer is ordering. Yeah, what company want to sell in this area. Okay, this is the explanations regarding to the field. Yeah, sold to party means, identification number, PO number, request delivery date, material, etc. You can read by yourself. And also this one, sales order document types. Yeah, so many document types predefined by SAP. Cash shell, CRM complaints, CRM returns, etc. Next is search screen for customer. So when sales staff create a sales order, of course, he will find the customer. He will not create the customer manually, no. Why? Because the customer already there from master data customer, right? Since the customer already registered to this database, then when creating sales order, the staff doesn't need to create manually, no. They can pick, they can choose from the available master data customer. In this case, they use search windows, yeah, like this, search screen for customer. Okay, clicking in the sold to party field produces a search icon, and then in the search icon, it calls up a search window with numerous options, and then here is the result for customer search. Okay, here is an order screen, just like before, with a complete date, yeah. PO number already assigned by the customer here, and the request delivery date, and also the material. It has two materials, and then each quantity. And this is the order proposal, yeah. 3 options proposed by system. One-time delivery, complete delivery, and then delivery proposal here. Okay. Next is regarding to master data. Customer master data, it maintained in central database. So next week we will learn how to create a master data customer. So previously you already learned how to create a master data vendors, right? In Odoo, yeah. So it's actually the process just similar. Yeah, just similar. The difference is previously you create the vendors. Next week we will create a customer. SAP system allowed user to define various ways to group customer and salespeople. We can make a group of customer group A, customer group B, customer group C. Yeah, depend on what you want to. Maybe depend on the product that we sell, depend on the order quantity, etc. When a sales order is saved, SAP system assign a document number to the sales order transactions automatically, auto-generated. SAP system keep track of the document numbers of the sales order. Employees can track status of an order while it is in process of or research it after shipping. Document flow link set of document numbers related to an order. So here is a document flow tool which links sales order documents. We can see the status on the right here, complete, and here is a document number. You can track about the status of the document. Next, we talk about discount pricing. When a company install an ERP, it can configure it for a number of pricing strategies. Just like what I mentioned before, one product can have a different price. Variant kinds of discount can be allowed. As a safeguard, system can enforce limits on the size of discount. So we can put a size limit of our discount, like maximum discount only 50%, let's say. And if it achieves the maximum, then the system will validate. And here you can see the net price for order including the discount. Here is a net price including the discount. This is the best price. Yeah, that is $250. And discount is 10% here. This is a 10% discount. And the last here, the production cost of 10 cases total. Yeah. You see, if a line in the order is over $1,000 here, the discount is 5%. You see, 5%. But if it $1,500, then the discount will be 10%. This happened in West Hill Athletic Club price discount. ERP system integrate accounting with all business process. When a sales order is recorded, related accounting data are updated automatically. Yeah. Okay, this is a accounting detail of data. Okay, next, let's see about CRM. Customer Relationship Management. Another tools, yeah. Companies without a good connection between the worker and the customer, risk of losing business. They have a risk for losing business or chance. CRM can help companies streamline their interactions with the customer. So the core activity of CRM are one-to-one marketing, Salesforce automation, sales campaign management, marketing encyclopedias, and call center automation. Yeah. Example of tools that provide CRM functionality within SAP system, it's consists of contact management tool and sales activity manager. So here is an example of contact manager. Consists of contact list of number of customer, yeah, a list of customers. Any information regarding to the phone number, position, function, department, title, last name, first name, etc. And here is a sales activity manager. You can see there. SAP system process business transaction and provide much of the raw data for CRM. Yeah, so from SAP to CRM is linked, yeah. SAP Business Warehouse system for reporting and analysis of transactional data. And then, what's that? Oh yeah. Advanced Planner Optimizer system that support efficient planning of the supply chain. SAP views of CRM is to provide a set of tools to manage the three basic task area: marketing, sales, and service. Okay, like this. There are 4 phases of the cultivation of customer relationship. First is prospect the customer, acquiring, yeah, and then we serve the customer. The last is retain, yeah. We convince the customer to keep loyal with us. Contact channels, marketing and campaign management, campaign execution activity management, and campaign analysis tool. Yeah, here is the marketing and campaign planning. You can see from the slide. And then I missed the benefit of CRM. It lower costs, higher revenue, improve strategy and performance measurement. I missed this slide, you know. Everybody missed this slide, yeah, summary. Okay, let's read the summary of these. Filter Snacker's unintegrated information systems are at the root of an inefficient and costly sales order process. An ERP system, such as SAP, treats sales as a sequence of related functions, including taking orders, setting the prices, checking product availability, checking the customer's credit line, arranging for delivery, billing the customer, and collecting payment. In SAP, all these transactions or documents are electronically linked. It's linked together. Installing ERP means making various configuration decisions, like decision reflect management's view of how a transaction should be recorded and later used for decision making. It's a central database. It contains table master data and transaction data. Table master data like master data customer, master data supplier, material, and inventory. For transaction like sales order, purchase request, delivery order, that is a transaction data. CRM system built on the organizational value that ERP provides specifically increase the flexibility of the company's common database regarding customer service. Various kinds of CRM software are available, and then it can be installed in-house or on demand. Okay, can you see the footnote here, guys? What is written here? Can you see? Noval?
Yes, sir.
Teva, what do you see?
Yes, sir.
Last slide.
54 of 54. Okay, we already